This is the High School Crossfire. Welcome back.
The August House, a good afternoon to you all. My name is Naigaga Frida Sandra, the Chief Whip from the affirmative side. 68 billion Ugandan shillings. Ladies and gentlemen, 68 billion Ugandan shillings is the amount of money we are talking about according to the new vision of Tuesday, April 12, 2016, is the amount of money that the National Medical Stores, according to Moses Kambare, the boss of National Medical Stores, is the amount of money that Uganda lost when Uganda lost 25% of the money that they had for the financial year. How are we going to cater for this? But if we integrate the Herbalist in this, we shall be able to cater for this, because at the end of the day, you realize, the Prime Minister came here and said, the reason why we are advocating for the integration of Herbalists in the medical fraternity, it is because, first of all, they are accessible. That is one. They are affordable. That is two. They are culturally familiar. Now, let me get the point of clashes in the argument of the negators. The leader of opposition, one thing I'll agree with the negators is that yes, we agree. The Western medicine works, the white man's medicine works. But what we are talking about is integration. And she clearly stated it. She said, integration is the combination of two or more items to form one. And that is what we are talking about. We are not neglecting the white man's medicine. We are saying we need to integrate it. Why? These herbal medicines help in alleviating the diseases. They help. We've seen it. People are using them, and it is what we need to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not know why the negators are still arguing, because I know they have also seen it. We've been in the COVID-19 pandemic. They have seen the COVID. People are employing this. They're saying they're not effective. Why then are people using them? It's because they're effective. They're talking about how people just keep going to the herbalists because they keep advertising themselves. That is wrong. I am not going to agree with them. It is very wrong. Do you know why the people go to the herbalists? One, it is effective. Two, they are accessible and they are culturally familiar. And we've emphasized this. They are asking us, not granted. They are asking us, how are we going to be able to make sure that these traditional health practitioners have the experience? We stated our house clearly. We said we as the World Health Organization, in partnership with the Global Health Fund, granted.
Does one need to be familiar with the culture to treat cancer?
No.
Thank you
so much. But as I said, we, in partnership, we are not saying someone needs to be familiar with the what? With the culture to treat cancer. But we have said we are the World Health Organization, in partnership with the Global Health Fund. We are going to cooperate. One, the Global Health Fund, the funds they are talking about that we do not have, is going to provide the funds. That is one. The World Health Organization is going to set up these institutes. And the second Speaker of Government has already stated, we are going to set up course units. We are going to combine the course units of medicine. We are going to add in one. We are advocating for the addition of one more course unit so that there is a herbalist traditional herbalist unit. And that is what we are saying. How they keep coming here and asking, how are we going to do this? We have said we are going to fund the research. That is the Global Health Fund, because we are partnering with it. We are going to provide the dosages. They are talking about how they can give wrong prescriptions. But like we have said, we are going to provide research. We are going to take these herbalists to training. We are going to test the effectiveness of these herbalists, which we have already done. Many of you actually here might have, some people have never even tested the COVID-19 vaccine, but most of them have used Covidex. Most of them have used the steaming, using the leaves and each and everything. And what are those? Those are herbal medicines. And I want to thank the speaker, the second speaker of the negators. You came here and spoke about integration. We are talking about integration, and we are not talking about we are going to neglect them. She came and said how we are going to lack the funds. How are we going to do? We are neglecting the white man's medicine, how they have effects. Yes, we agree with them. But one thing we are also saying, we are going to combine with them. Because at the end of the day, these medicines work, and they can be used to alleviate this. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the farmer side came here and gave us a work plan. But this work plan was truest. Just because something feels that it can be perfect, doesn't mean it's attainable. They came and said they'll give us dosages. Where are you going to get the dosages? Herbalists go for training for 12 months at Nkrumah University in Ghana. That's only one university. They go there for training for 12 months, but actual doctors go there for 5 years. Are you going to compare these two? These people cannot be integrated because they have difference in knowledge. There will be a lot of, they'll fight over what's true and what's not true, which means that they cannot come together because of the difference in knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, they came came and said that the herbalists are accessible and familiar. Ladies and gentlemen, they are accessible because they are cheaper. They are cheaper because they are not using as much research as the normal doctors. Ladies and gentlemen, they just come with just speculations. They come and give prescriptions, or they come and say that you have to chew 3 mango leaves if you have flu and 5 mango leaves if you don't. That's not how prescriptions go. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't use enough research. Therefore, their things become cheaper. While real doctors use
Point
research.
of information.
Not granted. Well, real doctors use research, and that's why it's expensive. But let me tell you something. It's expensive, but it is also efficient. It is more efficient than what? Than the herbs that they're talking about. Herbs might be efficient, as the farmer came and said, but we are not having a problem with the herbs. We have a problem with the herbalists. Herbalists are not trained people, and there are people who are even against education. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask the farmer side, are the herbalists on board with integration? Do they want to be educated? Ladies and gentlemen, before they
Point of information.
They did not give us any. As the farmers, they have a team burden of proof, but they did not prove that the herbalists want to even join this. Granted, please hurry up.
You realize in your argument you're actually stating that herbalists are the same as traditionalists?
I did not say that. Ladies and gentlemen, traditionalists are people who prefer traditional work over modern work. But I'm saying that herbalists are people who gain their knowledge from speculations, tradition, and religion. Do you need tradition to cure cancer? Do you need religion to cure HIV? Ladies and gentlemen, this will not be effective. It's just going to be more time-consuming and more expensive, and we as Africa do not have the capacity to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, they came and showed us that there is a lot of money that is being demanded from the African continent. But then but before that, they did not think about how much money is going to be used in integration, how much money will be used in education, how much money will be used in all these things. But in our work plan, we showed them that actually using orthodox medicines is going to increase on our economy, hence boosting the money that we make per year. How? We are going to increase on the employment opportunities, which will reduce brain drain. More doctors who are Ugandans, who are qualified, will come from wherever they are in the world back to Uganda, and then they will start treating the people. This will even reduce the prices of orthodox medicines. It will also reduce the time that is needed because we will have enough money to facilitate these doctors. Ladies and gentlemen, why do human beings like adding onto themselves problems? Already we don't have enough money to give the doctors. We don't have enough money to facilitate the hospitals. Do we think that we have enough money to even add on a burden of the herbalists? No, we are not yet ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, they came and said that they are efficient. Yes, herbs are efficient, but our herbalists are not efficient. Ladies and gentlemen, herbalists are people who are undertrained, are people who are against education. Why? Because herbalists are people who inherit knowledge from their forefathers. They have never sat in a classroom. They don't have all these things. Therefore, they don't have real knowledge of being a doctor. Not that everyone who can tell you that mango leaf can help with flu is a doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, doctors go to school for 5 full years. Therefore, the farmer's case is null and void. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at our work plan, it was more efficient. And I rest my case, and the rest of the work plan will be given by my fourth speaker, Adam Lugoma. Sami Bell, I rest my case.
This is the High School Crossfire. We'll be back in a minute.